I'm here with the guys. There's loads of people around. It's the last Fancam, so we're going to get everyone in. What did you make of that today? We'll start with you, Jake.
To be fair, I don't think we was as bad as people are making out. We was talking about it just before while you guys were on. We almost ran out of steam. We've gone and beat Spurs, we've gone and beat City, Alkmaar in the week, great win against Alkmaar. And we've just ran out of momentum, we've just ran out of everything, and it just looked like today we kept running. I mean, last week I said Fred ran his socks off, when we played Villa, but today he was shocking. And we continuously put him on corners. It was so frustrating. I was sat there with Jordan watching it. Every time he ran over to the corner flag or to take a set piece, it was like, why? Why aren't we learning from this? When he's taking it on the right-hand side, but it's swinging outwards, why don't we put James on it? Just give him a shot, you know. Things, simple little things we weren't doing right. We weren't doing them properly, and we weren't changing things early as we should have. But Greenwood come on, had a great impact, great finish by the way, played really well midweek, and we was actually saying, do we now bring him on over Martial? Maybe, I don't know.
What did you make of Martial's performance?
I think this was one of Martial's better games, and he's looked a lot better since Spurs. City played well. His movement, the way he bought the ball, the way he was turning, he was continuously turning to go forwards, was brilliant, but it's not working. I love Martial. I bought a shirt with his name on the back, you know, the other week, but it's not working at the minute.
I feel like I'm a massive fan of Martial's, and I agree with you. I thought he had a very good game today, but it's that taking that shot. Like Greenwood shoots from outside the box. Martial probably doesn't take that opportunity. He's looking for the perfect chance all the time, and without that number 10, without that holding midfielder, maybe not holding midfielder, but like a Pogba finding him, he's struggling to get them chances.
We're missing Pogba massively, and I said that against Villa. We're missing him more than we thought we would. He needs to come back. He needs to come back quick. Hopefully, we maybe see him against Colchester midweek. But yeah, like you say, I agree with what you're saying there. We need someone just behind Martial where they're going to play that perfect chance into him, and he's going to, 9 times out of 10, probably put it in the back of the net. Rashford had a very similar opportunity like he did against City today, where great ball from, I think it was Lindelof, played the ball over to him, great touch, took it with his left foot. But yeah, Martial, he's clinical when he's in front of goal, very, very clinical, hence why we love him as much as we do. But like you say, he's just looking to just turn, pass. Greenwood got the ball, turn, shot. And he's left-footed and right-footed. So
he just needs to shoot more, eh? Was it a bad day at the office, bit of bad luck, or a bad performance?
I think it is a bad day at the office. I don't necessarily think it was a bad performance. I think we could have been better, and I think had we took the chances early in the game, you know, we looked 10-15 minutes in, we could be maybe 1-2-0 up. If we take those chances, we're knocking the ball about, the ground's rocking, you know, we're in control of things. We've not took those early chances. I think that's what's had an impact. Obviously they've gone a goal up, and we know what's going to happen from there. They put men behind the ball, and you know, we're chasing the game. Great finish from Greenwood. I think Ole brought him on earlier, which was good. Like I say, great finish from him, and if we could get more of that from Martial, I just feel more confident when Greenwood's in front of goal. If he's got an opportunity to shoot, I feel confident it's going to hit the back of the net. And I think Martial is waiting for that perfect chance, like you say. But all in all, I don't think it was an awful performance. They kept battling to the end. A few weak links. Luke Shaw, not good today, not at all. So
we had him and Lindelof on the same side of the defence.
It was literally the worst thing you could do. Worst thing you could do. Shaw was just shocking. And before I felt he was at fault for the goal that we conceded, mostly his fault.
Yeah.
Before that happened, I said to George, this guy's just gonna fuck it for us, you know, he is going to fuck it, and he did against City. He played well, but I said with Solskjaer, he's took Williams out. I understand that, young lads, don't burn him out too much, and he's brought Shaw into the lineup. I don't think he's going to take Shaw out again unless he's injured or he has an absolute stinker. He's not the player that we all thought he was going to be.
And now Ole should revert back to Williams. Yeah. Williams showed exactly that you know, he's good enough to play. Shaw came back in, he done a good job against City, but now he didn't perform today, so William gets his chance back. You know, they've got to fight for it. It's a healthy competition.
We're going to swing it around this way in a bit. We'll come over here first. What do you make of that today?
Absolutely shocking, mate. I mean, these guys are in the bottom half of the table. We should be beating teams like this.
Big Duncan Ferguson in the dugout just with his shirt on.
I know, tough guy or what? But really, I mean, we beat City and we beat Spurs in a week. To get in the top 4, these are the teams you've got to be beating, especially at home. And I thought Luke Shaw today, he was absolutely shit today. He was awful. And Lindelof in the second, especially second half, there was times where he had the ball and I was panicking when he was trying to clear the ball, because it was like, if it goes to an Everton player, I feel like they could have been right at us and they could have had an opportunity to score a second. If they would have scored a second goal, especially like within the last 20-25 minutes, that would have dealt a huge blow into our chances of getting top four. I mean, we need to win today, because obviously we had the chance to close the gap on Chelsea to 2 points and we've just literally thrown it away, just like that.
Do you think top four is a possibility or long shot?
At this stage of the season, it's still possible. Mathematically, it's still possible. The running game's still possible. But you look at days like today, it's a bad day in the office. Let's put that in perspective. It's a bad day in the office, but judging that, we're not even halfway in the season. We're still possibly going to get top four. But to get top four, we've got to start beating teams like this, especially at home. And we need to get some good games away, like obviously Man City last weekend, it was a massive win, but as well it's the games away like Newcastle and Bournemouth where we need to be beating teams like that to get into the top four. And days like today, you just question, is top four really a possibility?
Question for you, are we improving under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Slowly we are, and I will say, if you're Ole at, you can fuck off. Slowly we are improving. It's going to take more time, and I'll give Ole more time. He needs January. He needs to sign some players, especially in my preference. He needs a striker to back up Martial. Mason Greenwood, love the guy, brilliant goal today, but I still think, he's still up and coming. He still needs a bit of weight off his shoulders, especially with him being so young. And we need another midfielder in case something happens to the likes of McTominay, because you saw when McTominay was out of that team a couple of weeks ago, there was no physical presence in that midfield. And Fred was just in midfield with Pereira, and he's like, what do you actually do?
So you think Ollie's making slow progress, but he needs a bit of help in the window?
Yes, he does. I fully back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I reckon he's doing fine as it is. Progress, it takes time, it takes a lot of investment as well from the board as well. Is he going to get that? There's question marks that are yet to be answered, but we'll see about that. And he definitely needs to make a sign in January. That's what I will say about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But I still think it's progress, it's slow process, and I think if it's even top six, I'll still back him. Not because of his legendary status, because I'm judging him right now as a manager. If he gets even top six, even if we win a trophy this season, I reckon it'll be a benchmark that we are seeing progress.
Cheers, man. Appreciate that. We're going to bring it over here now. You boys have been waiting for ages. Sorry about that. I'll dive in the middle. What did you make of that today?
It was really disappointing, and I think the problem is we have a decent strike force. Our defense is decent, but we can defend against City and Spurs, so our defense, even though Shaw is crap, we can still defend. The midfield is the problem, and Fred and Pereira are rubbish. Pereira is great.
Fred's rubbish. I thought he was mint today.
I think he can win the ball, but he can't do anything with the ball. He can pass it around sideways, and that's all we did. It seemed like half the game, weren't we just going left to right, left to right? Occasionally we'd make one good pass, and then they'd fuck it up. And
you're wearing a French badge on your hat. Yeah. Are we missing Paul Pogba from France?
I feel like we should give up on Pogba at this point, and he's going to leave soon, and just move on.
You need a hug, man. You've come on here. Fred's shit, McTominay's shit, everyone's shit, Pogba's shit.
No, it's not McTominay's fault. McTominay will be... But McTominay will be Fletcher in like a few years. He's like 22. You can't expect him to be like Silva at this stage.
You mentioned McTominay's age, for example. With this team and with this squad, do you feel that we have to expect this sort of inconsistency?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. You can still be disappointed by it, but I think this was sorry.
That's all right.
But yeah, I think a 1-1 was a fair result with how rubbish we played. We had so many chances, like they said, and I had told Stephen before, if Paul Scholes was playing in that game today, he would have given them enough chances that Rashford would have scored.
What about if Paul Pogba was?
I think he would have lost the ball and would have conceded.
Jade, what did you make of that today?
Well, I'm a little bit disappointed, but also pleased, because we were losing, and then half-time we came back. Greenwood, amazing goal. So I'm glad that we drew, but I'm and I'm not glad that we grew, but I'm glad that we won.
You're glad we got back into it, but
Yeah,
disappointed we didn't
exactly.
win.
Yeah. I'm disappointed we didn't win, but I'm glad
Why
that
do
we
you think
drew
we never
and
won
lost.
today? Was it because bad luck, bad tactics, bad performance?
We played well. We had so many chances, we created chances in a way I don't know. We did create chances, but we didn't at the same time, which makes sense. But we would get the ball so far, but then we kept pushing it back. So it's like one step forward, two steps back all the time. And I think I'm so used to seeing the United that just attack. And 6 years ago in Fergie, I know I can't bring Fergie up, but 6 years ago we would attack, and that's not how we play anymore. We play it safe. And I always find that when we score a goal, there's always more sort of attack from the opposite team.
Yeah.
So
we don't
we'd always
use the momentum.
Yeah. We're always trying to beat the other team. So we score a goal and we're 1-0, and then we're trying to play to win so hard, so we don't get that sort of drive to actually win the game. Whereas it should be always attacking football, but I don't feel like it's like that all the time.
Because we started the game quite well, and then we just let Everton back into it.
Yeah, we did. We started okay. We started okay. I mean, Maguire was. I think Maguire was my top man tonight. I think he played really well. I think he. Every sort of kick they played out, he would always win the free kicks and the headers and things. I thought he played really well. But
what about his partner alongside him? Scored the own goal. Been criticised a little bit today.
yeah,
Victor Lindelof.
Yeah, he played okay. I think I gotta be honest. I'm 100% Man United. But I think we played okay. I don't think we played brilliant. I think we had a lot of chances, and I think we could have created those chances so much better. And we had so many. We should have won.
Are we missing Paul Pogba?
I don't know.
Because when we win games, people say we don't need him.
Yeah, everybody's saying, we miss Pogba. I think we play okay without Pogba. I think we play better with him, I think.
Especially in these games. Oh.
I think so, yeah. Especially Everton, they won 3-0 against Chelsea last week. I think...
3-1.
Was it 3-1?
Yeah, it was. I'm just correcting you because
correct me,
comments are going to correct you.
I've had a few gins.
Yeah, we could tell already. They could tell as well. Right.
Okay, they won 3-1, but still,
Question.
they won.
Progress under Ali, are we seeing it?
Yes, I think so. I think so. Every I see all the time, nobody's got I don't know how to say in Ollie. They got no trust in Ollie.
Yeah.
I think I've got trust in Ollie. Every manager that's come through, I've got trust in them, 100%.
Some of that's been misplaced then.
Yeah. I just
It has, I know. No, I'm the same. I supported Moyes once upon a time.
I know, I get it, but I just think I think when Sir Alex Ferguson left 6 years ago, he left us in a state, and I'm not being funny. He did. He left us in a bad way.
Yeah.
I think any manager that comes in is going to take a long time to fix that team. That's how I feel, and I do think Ollie is capable of doing so. He's played for Man United. I think he is. He knows the team, he knows how we play. I just think he is somebody that can come.
Does he deserve the time then?
I think so, definitely.
Cheers, Jay. See, that was easy.
No, it wasn't.
Nice one. Thank you.